Welcome to All Things Mental,
a podcast that honors the messy, beautiful, nonlinear journey of healing. Because healing isn't about fixing what's broken.
It's about discovering what you need in this moment and learning to trust yourself along the way.
Here, we share stories, resources, and reminders that you're never alone on your path.
So take a breath, lean in, and remember,
you are not broken.
You're just becoming a more beautiful version of your higher self. We're your co-hosts, Michelle
and Leanna,
here to remind you that
you're never alone
on your healing journey.
Welcome to this episode of All Things Mental, called All Things Routine and How They Help Us Thrive. I absolutely love my daily routines, and Michelle does too. And we'll be talking all deeply about this because we wanted to dedicate an entire episode all about the importance of our routines and how they help us thrive. Because honestly, I come back home to my routines when I'm distressed, anxious, depressed.
Yeah, I feel like this episode probably came from 2 episodes ago where we talked about depression.
Yes, absolutely. It's been really important for us to move forward in our life, acknowledging our importance of our routines. And I know for me, like, I've always had a routine from as long as I can remember. My mom would always tell me stories about how I would come home from school and get a snack, and then I would immediately do my homework at the table and just get it done and then have fun and do whatever.
Yeah, I probably had a routine like that growing up too, but I don't recall because I remember growing up and my mom thrives on routine. She still does. It's human nature. We all thrive on routine. It's not just children that thrive, adults also thrive. And It's something, as you mentioned, to go back to. But I remember growing up and my dad would be like, oh, you got to do your routine. Like, it would make fun of her for it. And so for me, I didn't really have like a solid routine until like, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And it's changed since then. Like, I have a morning routine, I have an evening routine, and I only recently got into my, like, when I get home from work routine. Like, that has only become very solid in the last couple of days.
Amazing. Tell us more about that.
Okay, so when I get home from work, the first thing I do is I let my cat outside into the night. And then I will lie on the couch and I do a hypnosis, like a 5 to 10 minute hypnosis with Chelsea, who was on the last episode. And I just kind of do like a reset. And then after that, I'll go for a walk if, I feel led to, or I'll have dinner, or I'll work out. It just really depends. But my non-negotiables when I get home are that reset and going for a walk and working out, obviously eating. The order doesn't matter. It's just what I do matters. Like, those are my non-negotiables when I get home. Those are the 4 things. Like, I haven't gone for a walk yet, but granted, like, our routine today is a little off because we usually record on Wednesdays and we're recording on Tuesday.
Right. That's true. Yeah. I know even my husband was like, wait, you're recording tonight? I'm like, yes, because
I was like driving home and I was like thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna do my reset, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I was like, wait, I have to record tonight. Which was fine. Like, I wasn't mad about it because I've mentioned before, like, recording with you and doing these podcast episodes, they give me life. But I was just like, oh, because like my husband messaged me earlier. I was like, you want to call me on my break? Because he like had just gone on break at work. And I was like, I'm about to hop on the Leanna, babe. I'm sorry.
Aw, sweet. Yeah, I mean, who knows how long this conversation will be, but we're here for the vibes and for all the good things, mental and routine. I know for me, like, I'm non-negotiable in terms of like my evening routine as well. I take off like my work clothes or
I do
whatever.
that as well.
Yep. And I just throw it in the laundry and I'm like, okay, there that goes.
You're releasing the energy from the day.
Yes.
And yesterday was the Mondayest Monday to ever Monday for me. So,
ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting. In terms of like, what else do I do? Oh, I come home and then I have dinner with my husband and say hi to the cats. You know, today they
Of
really wanted to
course.
sleep, and yep, they
Heard
really wanted
Sally
to
meow.
sleep.
She says hi. I say hi to Sally too. That was her
Oh,
way of
that's
telling me to
nice.
tell you all. Yes, I say hi to my cat when I get home.
Yeah, of course.
He meets me at the door.
Hmm.
Yes, you do.
They know when we're on our way home, and they know
She'll
when
always
we're
be outside the window. Like they learn your routine too, and they have a routine as well. Like
yes.
I
Oh my
recently
gosh.
started giving her treats every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. So she gets treats tonight when we're done.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we feed them every morning, and if we're not out of bed by like 8 or 9, yeah, it's
They
really around
meow at
8
you
or
and
9.
wake you up to feed them.
They don't necessarily wake us up, but they
Hmm.
do acknowledge that, like, hey, you're awake, so it's food time for me.
Yeah.
And so Buttercup will let us know, and
Hmm.
it's
Back
really
when
cute.
Jack lived here, 6 a.m. He would be always waking up our roommate, and they are the lightest of sleepers. So like they would always wake up. Like I remember one time, um, I had fallen asleep on the couch and Jack was on top of me making biscuits.
Oh,
And my friend was like screaming, "Must be nice, Michelle, to just sleep there and not acknowledge the fact that, he's making biscuits on top of you." And I was like, I mean, I felt it. It just felt nice. It was helping me fall asleep.
aw, the
Yeah.
sweeties. Yeah, that is part of the routine is, getting to bed and then well, okay, so let me walk through like so okay, I come home from
Walk
work.
us through your morning routine and then I'll walk everybody through my morning routine.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So the morning I wake up and either by my alarm or like a few minutes before the alarm, like somehow my body knows like when the alarm is going to go off or
Mhm.
whatever. And I just,
Yeah.
I wake up and I kind of go on my phone, I check some notifications, whatever. And I stay in bed for probably about 20-ish minutes or so. Like my husband is the type of person who can get up out of bed right away.
Mhm.
I need to kind of wake up for the day. Like
You and my
I
hubby
don't,
are the same way.
yeah,
He can stay in bed. His routine is wake up, acknowledge that he's still alive. That's his
literally.
words, not mine. Be like, okay, I gotta get up and go to work now. Get up, pee, go to work. That's his routine. I can't.
Wow.
I love slow mornings.
Yeah, me too.
Slow mornings are my thing, and I can't.
Yeah.
His
Yeah. I
routine
like
is
I like
no.
to leave enough time for me to adjust to waking up and being alive. Like that's literally how
If
it
you
goes for
said
me.
that, he's gonna be like, I like Leanna. She's good people. But yeah, no, like for me, like I wake up and I track my periods. So I check my
Uh,
temperature with both my temp drop and with my regular thermometer.
uh,
And then, like, everybody, when you wake up, what's the first thing you want to do after you wake up? You want to go to the bathroom. Okay. I've been sleeping for a couple of hours. And then I will come out here. I will do my inner child journaling. I will make myself breakfast. Like this morning, it was like oats overnight. I don't know what it'll be tomorrow night. I haven't decided. Like, I meal prep, but I like meal prep like dinner and lunch. I don't meal prep breakfast because for me, it's like, what am I in the mood for? Because breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. It's also the most important meal of the day. I'll have breakfast. I'll listen to my grateful list from my friend, and then I'll send them my grateful list, and then just like relax on the couch and chill. Like I watched a video on YouTube that I had saved for later this morning. It was like 10 or 15 minutes long because I've learned that I need a slow morning. And after all of that, I go in the bathroom, wash face, brush teeth, take my supplements and all of that.
yeah, I totally agree. I love having a slow I love that term, like having a slow morning because like I know from my aura ring, which I believe I've talked about many times, but I am an evening chronotype, which means that or no, early evening, excuse me. I'm an early evening chronotype, which means that I have more energy towards the later part of the day.
Okay.
I'm not a morning person, and that's okay. Like
Yeah.
there are like there's, early morning, early evening. There's like 4 chronotypes, right? And it takes 3 months of data to get that chronotype. So
Okay.
like
You're like inspiring me to get one of these things, but they're expensive.
they are expensive, but like the data that you get is so worth it, especially if you track your period, and it also tracks your temperature. So like if you use an app or something, it probably has an integration
It
so
does,
that
yeah. I use a specific app, and I can literally put temp drop information. Like I have to put it into the temp drop app, and then from there it carry it over to the other app. So I have both the thermometer and the temp drop thing. Because like when your temperature goes up, that's when you know and it stays up, that's when you know you've ovulated.
Yes, yes, yes. That's exactly right. It does great cycle
Sorry
insights.
to the guys that are listening.
Well, I mean,
They gotta learn these things.
totally, totally. It's important. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's part of my morning is I'm on my phone for those like 20 minutes, but I'm not like immediately
Scrolling.
consuming scrolling. Yeah, I'm more
That
so
was
just
gonna be
like,
my concern, and that would be something that if Chelsea knew, she'd be like, "No, Leanna, don't do that."
no, I don't immediately go to social media. I mostly just check notifications like emails. Like I have like
Yeah.
morning emails during the weekdays of like
Like
news
from
and like
work or something.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. News and anything that comes through, like just anything that I would have missed overnight, basically that I need to know for the day and stuff. Which is helpful. And then I sync my Aura Ring, and I track my sleep score, my readiness score, like my cycle. Like I know I'm gonna get my period this week, or that's gonna happen soon, any day now, type of thing. And
Oh
like,
my God, Leanna, we might be synced. I'm about to get my period too.
hey. Yeah, I mean, when we have our guest for our cycles, in the future, right? You work with a period coach.
I do, and I've actually have reached out to her because she reacted to our story on Instagram, and she hasn't gotten back to me yet. I have to just probably respond to her story and be like, "Hey, you want to come on?" Because I know she'll be willing to come on.
Yeah, I mean, then we can
Like
talk
that
about
was
your
part of my
period
healing journey
cycle.
as well, and like I met her. The reason I met her was because I met my human design coach through Chelsea.
Mhm.
And then I did a program with her, my human design coach, and the girl that is my period coach or your period coach. So that's literally what it is on Instagram. She she did that program as well, and that's how we connected. And I've done literally every program with her, from nutrition to everything else. Like she's the reason why I meal prep. And that's also part of a routine. It's a routine I do on the weekends with my husband. We will meal prep. We will go grocery shopping and we will meal prep on Saturdays and Sundays. And something else that we've been doing is we like to reset the house. And we used to reset the house on Sundays. It was me, my husband, and our roommate. But like it's crazy once you remove one person, how much it feels to do. So what we started doing is we call the room when you first enter our house the awkward room. And the reason is because like it's the dining room, okay? And like who wants to dine in the room that you first walk into in the house? So my dad made a comment when he was helping us move in. He goes, "This room's really awkward." And it's just stuck since then. So we clean the awkward room, the kitchen, and the living room on Sundays. And then throughout the week, we will tag team like resetting the bedroom and resetting the bathroom. We just started that this week.
Nice.
And it's just nice. That way you don't gotta like we each do a room and a half on Sunday, and then throughout the week, we'll each do a room. Because like we have another 2 sets of bedrooms and a bathroom, but like no one goes into those rooms. Like our roommate no longer lives here, so they don't go into them anymore. And we have both doors closed because like one of them has a project that hubby needs to still finish. And the other room has all of my Legos. And one night when I was building my Lego set. I don't remember which one, but the door was open and Sally brought me a figurine. I was like, you could have swallowed that. So from now, that door is now closed and off limits. She is not allowed in there. I do eventually want to get something to put my Legos in.
Mm.
That way, like, I hate that she doesn't have free range of the whole house, but she has free range of where humans are. And she's the kind of cat that if I'm not in the room, she will find me. Like right now, she's sleeping on the couch. She's like, okay, mom's talking to her computer again. I'm going to go take a nap.
Aw, how cute. Yeah. I mean, it's so sweet, their love and their kindness. I love it so much. Yeah,
What time do you leave? What time do you wake up versus what time you leave for work? Like for me, I wake up at 6:45, and in all likelihood, I may as well at this point just set an alarm for 6:55 because I always say echo 10-minute timer and I sleep for 10 minutes. But like I then leave for work. I don't got to be there till 9:15 technically, but I leave around like 8:30, 8:45, and my school's like 10 minutes with traffic.
Okay. Wow, that's close.
It's so nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But that gives me enough time in the morning to like basically 6:45, 7:45, 7:45. I don't leave till 8:30. So I have basically an hour and 45 minutes before I need to leave. That gives me basically 2 hours to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I could work out in the morning. No, that's part of my when I get home routine.
There you go. That's hey, whatever works for you. I mean,
some people can work out in the morning and all the more power to them.
right.
I'm not a workout morning person. I'm a when I get home type of person.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. I'm trying to think of like what else I do in terms of like, so to answer your question about how much time I need, I give myself about an hour and a half from wake up time to when I have to leave.
So about the same amount of time I do. I just get an extra 15 minutes. And I sometimes leave the house at 8:15, 8:20. It just depends, again, on my morning. But my non-negotiables are breakfast, brushing my teeth, washing my face, and taking my supplements. If I'm not in the mood in the morning to do my inner child work, I'm not going to, because I'm not going to be able to dive as deep as I could on a day where I do want to actually do it. My hypnosis used to be in the morning, and then I would get so mad at myself for not getting it done. To the point that I was like, I'm just going to add it to my evening routine. And then that wasn't working as well. And then I was like, wait, what if I do it when I get home? Because it'll reset me for the evening. So that's what I started doing literally like 2 or 3 days ago. And it's working splendidly.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I love that for you. Yeah, I used to like I want to say in like the 2020 early year, like maybe 2020, 2021, like I was trying to journal in the mornings because again, I had more time because I didn't have to commute and all that, and that was really nice. But so yeah, my routines have shifted through time based on the needs of my life, and that's normal. And that's something that I want our listeners to know, that like you can have every intention of like the non-negotiables of your day, but like, you know, depending on when you do them and what times of your life you need to shift them, like it's totally okay and important. I used to journal in the morning, but now what I do is, like I said, I just kind of wake up, I check my emails, I check my Aura ring, I do the syncing and all that.
Yeah.
And then I, you know, maybe check my notifications from like Instagram or TikTok just to see like what's happening, but I don't like just scroll, you know.
So something that I do, and we can totally do an episode on this, maybe it can be our next episode, boundaries. But there's this thing on the Samsung phone where you can go into, I think it's called modes and routine. Yeah, modes and routine. And you can literally set up like modes where like I have anti-doom scrolling PM that turns on every single night at 10 o'clock. That way it keeps me off going on Instagram, going on TikTok.
Does it shut off the apps for you?
It just locks them. I can't go into them.
Oh.
I can turn it off. I can go to settings and turn it off, but like the only one that I still have unlocked that's a technically a social media is Snapchat. But like that at this point has just become keeping up with streaks to mess with my husband. And like it's where I talk to a really good friend of mine that's also a teacher. It's where me and my best friend have been talking more consistently because she knows
Text
I have a
messaging
boundary
app, like,
with
yeah.
Instagram. So like, yeah, I have anti-doom scrolling PM, anti-doom scrolling AM. After I leave work, I have Monday, Tuesday, Thursday work boundary, and I have a Wednesday and a Friday work boundary because like obviously like the hours of when I get off or when like Wednesdays we get out early, we get out an hour early. And then on Fridays, like obviously like I'm gonna stay up later. So the reason why that one's different is because it turns like when that one turns off, the anti PM scrolling turns on, if that makes any sense.
Ooh, I
And
like
I
that.
love it. It's been so helpful. Like my person literally recommended, like my husband, he was like, why don't you do this? It'll probably stop you from like the doom scrolling. And there'll be times where we're on the couch just doom scrolling and one of us will want attention and it'll be like, it's time to pay attention to me. And we'll just take the other person's phone and throw it and like be like, I saved your life from doom scrolling.
Wow, that's so sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely something that, like, ever since I've gotten my new phone, I've, my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, I have not really been scrolling
I
as
haven't
much.
been, I'm not as bad. Like I literally have Sundays is my no Instagram, no TikTok day. I do one day of that. But like my thing is that I already do that during the week. But the reason why I still have a weekend one is because during the week I'm busy working. When I get
Mm,
home, I want to reset and I want to then work out and I want to eat dinner and I want to do this and I want to do that. Like when we get off, I'm probably going to play Mario Kart and watch How I Met Your Mother on Netflix because that's what I did last night.
that's so much fun. Oh my God, I love
Like I needed a game that didn't involve thinking, and I was gonna do Stardew Valley, and I was like, no, that involves thinking. I don't want to do that. And also, I need the top TV for Stardew Valley, and the Switch only allows you to watch YouTube. So that was literally my thought process. Like, okay, we're gonna do How I Met Your Mother on the top and Mario Kart on the bottom because we're a game household, so we have two TVs in our living room. No shame.
Yeah.
No
No,
shame.
that's awesome. I love that. Yeah, I might play Fortnite after this on Xbox because I've got my Xbox this
I have
year.
been tempted to play Fortnite only once because of a little tiny movie called K-pop Demon Hunters. There's a
Oh,
skin where you can be the characters from that movie. And I remember sending a voice note to the group chat that I have with my husband, my roommate, and their partner being, never in my life have I wanted to play Fortnite. But man, am I tempted.
yeah, I mean, I started playing in like February of 2025, and um, I don't know. I like started playing
You're like
Xbox
Disney.
August of 2024,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, in the parties with our friends and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I guess like maybe I can try Fortnite, and then very quickly I was like, all
Gotta dig.
right, I upgraded to
Like
Xbox,
for
and
me,
yeah.
my husband and my roommate were trying to get me to play Stardew Valley for like ever. And then I was like, I don't want to. But there's this other game called Disney Dreamlight Valley. I love that game. But then I got bored with that game and they were like, this is the ticket, get her to play Stardew Valley. So my husband one night was like, hey babe, you want to try Stardew Valley? And I was like, sure, whatever. I'm obsessed. I love
Cool.
it so much. But like I have fixations. So like right now I don't really have a game fixation. I have a show fixation and it's How I Met Your Mother because we're recording this in November of 2025 and according to Netflix it's going away December 2nd. And I own it all on DVD, but that is not the point. That is
Oh
not.
man, where is it going? Do they know?
They're taking it off of Netflix. That's all I know.
Oh, I haven't watched it. Like
Neither have I.
I
I'm like, oh my God,
watched
I
it when
forgot
it
how much
came
I love
out, but
the show. And like obviously our listeners know at this point, like me and Leanna are gonna go on tangents about things because the ADHD is always going to be ADHD. That's just how it is on this podcast. But I have another question for you because I have an answer for this one.
All right.
Do you have a routine, like whether it be evening, morning, get home from work, weekend, that is not as solid as the rest?
Ooh. Hmm.
Because I do.
I don't know. Probably like maybe just in general, like a workout routine.
You bring up a very valid point, though. Like there are routines in more than just your morning, your afternoon, your evening, and your evening routine. Like I said this before. I play Dungeons and Dragons, so like it's not really like more so like a routine. It's more so like we have a group chat. I'm like, okay, when's the next time we're gonna play? Like I think the next time we're playing in my husband's best friend's game is we're not doing it until I want to say after New Year's. And then I have another friend who plays in that campaign that we're playing, I think, December 7th. So like a week, 2 weeks from Sunday. So like that's a different kind of routine because like I mean Dungeons and Dragons is so therapeutic. Like we could do an episode on that and like get somebody on that's knowledgeable about Dungeons and Dragons. I am not that person. I just play.
Aw, I know nothing really about the game.
It just allows you to like escape and become another character, and so many different layers to it. But for me, to answer my own question, it's my evening routine. But
Mm,
this week, the other day, I had the realization of like, okay, why, Michelle, why are you not doing it? Like, what's the reason? And I really just thought about it, and I was like, well, I feel like I don't have time in the evening to actually like relax. And then I had the realization I could start getting ready for bed at 9:15,
mm,
get everything done that I want to get done, because my non-negotiables in the evening are literally brush my teeth, wash my face, write my glimmers. That's it. Those are those three things. Everything else, like reading, if that happens, cool. If I journal longer than just glimmers, also cool. But my three non-negotiables in the evening are brushing my teeth, washing my face, and my glimmers. So I get all of that done. I'm falling asleep by 10:30 to a hypnosis, of course. And I am asleep no later than probably like 11 o'clock, more or less. And I get a
nice.
good night's sleep. And I'm like, okay, this is working. I literally started doing it like 2 nights ago, and it's been so nice. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But I also reminded myself that if I'm tired, because there's no rule, but you can do your evening routine and then come back out here and chill on the couch. Because something that my husband said to me forever ago when I was annoyed with both my evening, I think it was just my evening routine. He was like, babe, you're doing it because you feel like you have to do it. You're no longer doing it to wind down. And I was like,
Mm.
oh, that's a good point. I hate it when you're right. I started doing it for the reason to wind down. And yeah, like my routine alters when he's here because like I want to spend time with him. Like
Mm,
we're on opposite schedules. So like usually he sees me unconscious in the evening. I see him unconscious in the morning. And
mhm.
then like we'll text throughout the day, but we don't really like see each other unless it's a day that he's off. Like we'll see each other a lot next week because it's the week of Thanksgiving, and like here in Florida, that's our fall break. So I get out of work Friday and I don't gotta go back until December.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that for you. Yeah. I I've acknowledged, and I know this because of my Aura ring, that when I take a shower at night,
Hmm.
I'm typically stressed out. Like the
I'm
shower
a
is a
shower
stressful
night.
moment.
Oh my goodness, I am a shower at night person. Those are the words
Yeah.
I was trying to say.
Yeah, I am too. And I for a long time when I first met my now husband, like he's a shower in the morning or shower in the day type of person. And
Okay.
like I adopted that routine for a while, but then I like realized that I didn't really like the concept of like going to bed not freshly clean and like nice comfy pajamas and then waking up in the day and putting on my outfit. Like, okay, part of my evening routine, I guess I can say, is I come home, I say hi to the cats, say hi to my husband, we eat dinner, and then I'm either on the couch or something, or I'm playing Xbox with our friends or doing whatever. And then when it's time for bed, I have our lights in the house like in every room of the house turn red because I have them all.
Oh
most
yeah,
of those-
that's something that I need to get into the habit of doing as well, because technically once the sun goes down, you shouldn't be seeing certain lights. Like there's these glasses that the girl we want to have on the pod had me like get, and they're not even glasses, they go over these and they're orange and it just cancels out the blue, and I'm horrible at putting them on. I've returned them so many times to Amazon. I still have them, but like, and now I can't return them because it's past the being able to. But like, I need to get back into the habit of doing that, and pretty much the only nights I wouldn't do it is when we're recording this, because like it would be really weird to be here with orange lights on my sorry.
Yeah, but I know I have my phone.
I mean.
Right. I have my phone and my computer like on dark mode in the evening with the sunset and everything. Like I do.
See, I'm on dark mode all day.
Okay, yeah, I have it on my
mode,
computer now.
The white, I hate it. I would prefer dark mode, like WhatsApp's in dark mode, Instagram, and I don't think I have TikTok on my phone in dark mode. So I'm gonna have to go and change that. But like everything else is in dark mode.
Yeah. Yep. That makes sense. I do that. I have my phone. So at 9 o'clock, yes, a lot of our lights turn red and then they go off automatically by 10 p.m. Because
that would drive my husband bananas. He hates it when technology does things like, so we just recently got a new car. Okay. When things do something for him automatically, he turns into such an old man. I like said to him, like, babe, you're only like 2 years older than me, and you sound like your best friend right now who just turned 40. Like, I literally remember texting him, happy birthday to like, you're the age that I always like, feel like you were, because like he would always joke, guys, I'm gonna be 40 soon. He just turned 40. But yeah, no, like, so our car has automatic, and I usually, when I drive the truck, I put automatic on. Whenever he drives the car, he turns it off. He goes, no, I don't want a car deciding when my lights turn on. I decide when my car's lights turn on. I'm like, that is such a, I don't know if that's a dude thing or what, but I was like, okay, sure. Whatever makes you happy, baby.
Aww.
We say this to each other all the time. Whatever makes your heart do the smiley face emoji. Like, I'm in my husband's phone as insert heart emoji here. That's how I'm in his phone.
Oh, that's so cute.
And he's in my phone as Bay/poop head. And the reason is because, like, so quick little side story. Bay is like, it's an abbreviation for us before anyone else. That's what it means. And like, when we first got together, he sent me this meme of like, I don't know what to do with a bay. Do you walk it? Do you feed it? Do you like give it water? Like, what do you do? And like, now it's become like an ongoing joke. Like, we'll go for a walk and we have just eaten or just had water, and we'll be like, I fed my bay, I walked my bay, and now we're gonna go home and I'm gonna give water to my bay. It's just become like a thing. And poop head is because I don't mean it in like a mean way. Our friend that is the reason why we're together would call people poop heads. You're like, oh, he's such a poop head. And it's just like become like this like thing. So like, I've mentioned this in previous episodes. Me and my husband have a very love to roast ratio kind of relationship. And that's why. Like, he calls me goober, I call him poop head.
Aw.
Yeah.
That works. Oh, how cute. Yeah, I mean, it's good to wind down when the time comes. I also have my phone.
Body. Like, if your body is tired at 7 o'clock and you don't go to bed till like 9 or 10, okay, go to bed early that night. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
That's something that my mom would do. Like, she'd be on the couch falling asleep, and my dad would like say her name and be like, just go to sleep, go to bed. Oh, it's only 9 o'clock. Okay, so you could be snoring in bed versus out here on the couch.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I've always had my phone go on like do not disturb, or like, the Samsung modes.
Yeah.
I have a sleep mode where it just,
I have a sleep mode too.
Basically turns everything off, do not disturb from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. because I don't typically like to do things before 9 or after 9. Like that's really like my thing. But lately I've had to do some things early in the morning and it's all good. I wake up early and I just move on. But yeah, I mean, if I'm shifting my day a little bit, it all depends. But like I after I have dinner and after, I do my activity for the evening, whether that's pickleball, whether that's our podcast, whether that's Fortnite, whether that's editing the podcast or doing something else with friends or something like another social event. Like I then come home and I shower, or if I'm home, then I just,
Yeah, see,
after
for me, I
9 o'clock, I
don't shower every
shower.
night, but if I work out, I'll like get in the shower and like wet myself. That way, like I'm not like, I'm washing off the sweat by just getting in the shower. And I'll wash my hair every couple of days. I used to have it in the app that we talked about, but like for me, like at the point where like I'm playing it by ear, like because some days I need to wash it on the third or fourth day. Some days I can wait till like the fifth day. And something that I got into recently, like in the last couple of months, is like being more girly. And so like one of the things that my husband bought me a couple of months ago was like, he bought me a comb that is horsehair. So basically on days where like it's super oily, I'll use that. And it basically like brushes all of the oil through your hair. That way it's more like even. And that is something that I never would have bought myself because it was like 50 or $60. And he bought it for me and he just gave it to me. Like this is the beauty of this man. I mentioned it to him. He ordered it and like a couple days later, hey, I got you a gift. I was like, okay, what is it? And I opened it up and that's what it was. Like, wait, really? He goes, yeah, you want to be more girly and this will help. I was like, you're so sweet. Like I'll wear a bonnet some nights, but like I'm not even good about putting that on because sometimes I get like pimples and all that. So I want to just get like a silk pillowcase. I have a friend who like has like the most gorgeous hair on the face of the planet. Do you hear me? I'm talking directly to that person right now. Your hair is gorgeous. Stop complaining about your hair all the time. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, like she uses a silk pillowcase and I'm like, you know what? I should just get a silk pillowcase. And she brings it with her wherever she goes because we go on vacations together and she'll just not wear, but like have the silk pillowcase on her pillow. And I'm like, that's smart. That's brilliant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to be very regimented with like
it's
right.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be very regimented with my hair. Like I used to keep it in my calendar of like when I would have hair wash days, like every 3 days or so, or like. But now I'm kind of like in the routine of like whenever I feel like I can, or like I try to do it like 2 or 3 times a week and just move on because like I have like curly wavy hair. If anyone's just listening to this audio and not looking at our beautiful faces, I have curly wavy hair and I like to have it more fresh like throughout the week and that's fine, and I recently discovered or rediscovered, I should say, Head and Shoulders. Oh my God. Like I used to have really itchy.
So wait, Head and Shoulders shampoo and conditioner or just Head and Shoulders?
I found that they have on Amazon Clinical Strength, like oil control and itch control. Yeah.
Curly and wavy hair?
It's just Head and Shoulders. It doesn't necessarily mean for.
Okay, no, here's what I'm asking is I really think I have wavy hair. Like I really do. Because when it's dry, it's got a curl to it. Like a wave to it. And I want to let it out, but I refuse to spend $100 on shampoo and conditioner just to like be in my wavy girl era. No.
Yeah.
I'm good.
No, I know. I agree with that. I tried like the curly shampoos and they just weren't cleaning my scalp enough. So I was like, I am just dealing with such itch. I'm like, I can't survive. So I need to do something. And then one day I tried my husband's Head and Shoulders and within a couple days, I'm like, I don't feel the itch anymore. Like, what? So I was literally like, this is incredible. Like, so I looked up, Head and Shoulders shampoo only because I didn't want the the conditioner.
Yes, because you don't want the combination. And that's something that guys don't understand. Like, we'll be out and my husband will be like, babe, this one has shampoo and conditioner together. I'm like, no, they need to be separate. For you, you can use the same soap to wash your hair, wash your body, condition your hair. Girls need different products. And I don't know if that's something society has just, taught us, but it's something I'm sticking to.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I currently use Chi Curl Care shampoo and conditioner. It smells incredible. It's so amazing. And it's not too
Send me
expensive.
the link to all of these things. I'm not joking.
Yay. But yeah, I use those products as part of my like shower routine. But yeah, I just added like literally in the past like week did I get this Head and Shoulders, and I'm like, oh my God. So on hair wash days, I wash twice. I do the Head and Shoulders once to get really like clean and like to really get the scalp going. And then because I think over the years, like my hormones have changed because I'm not on any birth control like methods in my body anymore. Like my hair has changed and it gets more oily in my scalp, and I would get like pimples and stuff. And I'm like, this is terrible. So I'm like, I need to do something. And finally I was like, Head and Shoulders. It's the tried and true, like holy grail.
My mom told me about pimples. Oh, they stop when you turn 30. She lied.
Yeah.
I have one right here that's a scab because I picked it. Because I don't like pimples. Like, there's only 2 people on this planet that I trust besides myself to pop pimples. My best friend and my husband's best friend. Like, I won't even let my husband do it because his best friend and my best friend will like do this. And I'm like, okay, breathe in. And I breathe in. And as I'm breathing out, they pop it. He will just come up to me and go, and I'm like, no, get away from me. I'm like, no. Like, it's so funny. And his best friend knows this and has messed with him. But if I were to like text his best friend, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that's real.
But yeah, like another routine, like you had mentioned earlier, like you have a weekly routine. I have this routine that I do weekly that I have gotten out of the habit of doing it on the weekends. But like there was one weekend where like I put it on, like it's a mask. I put it on and then I went and edited the podcast while I had it on. It's a collagen mask. I do it once a week. Like they say you're supposed to do it 3 or 4 times a week. Collagen masks are expensive, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I would rather spend that and just do it once a week. So I did it last night because Monday was a Monday, as I mentioned before. And I was like, I need some, like, sometimes you just need your basic self-care. And yeah, so I do the collagen mask, and like I'll always send a picture to my husband if I do it at night and I fall asleep with it on, because when he gets home from work, he'll kiss me on the forehead, and I want him to know, hey, I have a collagen mask on, so if you kiss me on your forehead, you're not actually kissing me.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Yeah, but yeah, routine, as we've mentioned in this episode, it can change. Like there was a time where I had nothing. There was a time where I felt like, oh, I have to do this. 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 And if I don't, my day's gonna like not be great. And that's something I actually worked on with Chelsea before she was even a hypnotherapist. She was like, Michelle, you don't have to do it. But she's actually the reason why I have a routine. Like I owe a lot to the woman that was on the last episode.
Oh, that's so special and beautiful. I love that for you. Yeah, I mean, I also, part of my evening routine and before I go to bed is once I get into bed, I literally do this giant exhale.
Like traditions are also a sense of a routine. Like growing up, we on Christmas Eve would have shrimp scampi and shrimp cocktail, and my parents would get a New York strip for my brother. It was the only time my parents would make something different for him, but like he didn't like shrimp. And then we would open a gift at midnight that was from our parents. And then in the morning when we woke up, we would open the rest of our gifts from our parents and then the gifts that Santa dropped off.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, I love yearly routines, and also like just
is there like a movie that you watch like every year?
Frozen.
Like Frozen on Christmas?
Not on Christmas necessarily, but like I watched Frozen 1 on Saturday evening, I believe, after I got out the decorations and like I set up most of them and stuff.
Okay, so you had that playing. Like for me,
Yeah.
my favorite movie to watch on Christmas Eve, and this is in honor of my grandpa, is White Christmas. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's such a good movie. It's like an old school classic. Like Bing Crosby's in it. He sings White Christmas because it's called White Christmas, and it's so cute.
Oh, that sounds so lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started getting this blue and silver and white Christmas theme in my house like 3 years ago when I was feeling really depressed and I was like, I need to pick me up. Can we decorate for Christmas early?
Yeah.
And my husband was like, yeah. So we went to the Christmas tree shops and we get there and I start putting everything in the cart. Like, oh my God, I'm so excited. This is so incredible. Oh my God.
You turn like into a little kid when it comes to those sorts of things. Like I love decorating. I don't like undecorating. Undecorating is like
taking it apart and putting it back in the boxes is always
hard. Like you eventually will get into a system and get into a routine because like technically if you think about it, everything is a routine.
Yeah.
Like from like when you're driving to work, that's a routine to, making your breakfast, whether you make it in the morning or the night before. Like obviously if I'm doing oats overnight, I need to make it the night before. That way it can sit in the fridge and, soak up all the milk goodness and, then be able to have it in the morning.
I love that.
Oh yeah. But as always, we could totally keep going and keep talking about this. And we appreciate all of our listeners. And I cannot believe that this is our 8th episode. And I know I'm going to say that again when we get to our 10th episode and then our 50th and so on and so forth. But All Things Mental plans on sticking around as long as we can.
Yes, 100%. We love this conversation each week and just the ability to share it with you, our listeners, and let us know about your routines. Send us a message. We'd love to hear about what helps you thrive because me and Michelle have talked about this many times that they really help us. They really do help us.
They help you in your dark times. They help you when you're depressed. They help you when you're feeling anxious. And all the things, all the emotions. We're all human beings and we all have emotions and we're allowed to feel whatever we're feeling. It's all valid. But like sticking to your routine when it gets scary, whether it's depression, anxiety, whatever, like that's going to help you thrive forever. Like even if like you're non-negotiable, like back a couple of weeks ago when I was depressed and like full transparency, I'm still dealing with it, but much better than I was a couple of weeks ago. Like my non-negotiables, you just stick to your non-negotiables when you are feeling depressed or you're like super stressed or just stick to your non-negotiables and do something that brings you joy and even if it's just going for a walk for 5 minutes outside, get some fresh air.
Yeah, totally.
Actually, when we get off this, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for a walk and get some fresh air because that's one of my non-negotiables when I get home and I've done everything but a walk.
Okay. Enjoy. Yeah. I hope you have a good night. And
I hope you have a good night too.
Yeah. We'll talk again soon. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to this episode of All Things Mental.
Please follow us on social media at All Things Mental Podcast to let us know how this episode helped you on your healing journey.
Subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts so that you don't miss an episode.
And remember,
you are not broken.
You're just becoming a more beautiful version
of your higher self.